What's going on? It's your boy Bowie here, aka the Sub Scientist. And I'm back at it with another video talking about Sub-Zero and Janet. This one is less tongue-in-cheek because I'm going to be blunt. I think Janet Cage is a very strong cameo pairing for Sub-Zero. Thanks to the new Polar Palm, specifically EX Polar Palm, which is 79 frames of hit advantage, Sub-Zero now enjoys very high practical damage for a bar of meter, because Sub-Zero can take advantage of the Gento combos that previously only a few other characters like Ermac could take advantage of. He can do this anywhere on screen. Allow me to demonstrate what I mean. That's what I call my ideal Sub-Janet combo right there. Okay? Notice, it's damn near half-life. You did 48% damage, basically. And you started out on the same side of the screen that you were on. It only cost a bar of meter. And, you know, the entire Janet cameo bar. But if you have a bar and a dream, you can kill. Okay? If he does that same combo from a punish, basically 45% damage. Now, I'm pretty sure I could get in a jab or a down one after that, but it's better to just let the opponent drop to the ground, because you have frame advantage at that point, and you're right next to the opponent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, notice, off of a simple stand one punish, you're doing 45% for a bar. Okay? Of course, that's the highlight mid-screen, but there's so much more to this team than just that, because, you know, obviously Janet gives Sub-Zero slide combos. Whoops. You know what I mean? So from anywhere on screen, this team can be very, very dangerous. Oh, I have to jump backwards. I remember that. Sorry, I'm messing this up because I clearly have not practiced it enough. There we go. There we go. So you have a 25% damage slide that occurs anywhere on screen, which makes Sub very dangerous to whiff things against. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she gives him an armored combo. So he has launching armor. It's unsafe, but it is launching armor. So you can blow up gaps. Or if someone, you know, gets a little too froggy on offense, you know, they can pay for it with their lives. I wish she gave him a throw combo, but she doesn't quite do that. That's okay, though, because she does give him a 14% damage throw that sends them full screen. She also allows him to combo off of regular slide as well. So, for instance, if he gets a meterless hit confirm from his new regular Polar Palm, she allows him to carry the opponent to the corner for 300% damage, where you can then go into your clone business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So she gives him quite a bit. And obviously, safe combo from the low. You know what I'm saying? So now he can use, you know, shit like this. Y'all know the combos. I don't need to do them. I wouldn't even primarily use Janet in that way, but you can use it in that way. You know what I mean? But what happens is, in the corner, they become very interesting together. Now, actually, as I'm thinking about it, let me see if I can get access to some 50-50 business here. Oh, no, it's not gonna. Oh, okay, never mind. That's gonna be something that you do in the corner. Never mind. Okay, so let's go to the corner now. So in the corner, Janet actually gives Sub-Zero a high volume of meterless damage, believe it or not. You see that? That's 38%. That was meterless. That came from a hit confirm. You know what I'm saying? And the damage can get higher than that, because I think I used to end it differently. Hold on, let me try it again. There you go. 390. I seem to remember getting 395, but that's okay. You get the idea. So she gives him a 40% damage combo. And because I didn't use clone, after the slide, I can turn right around and put a clone right in front of the opponent's face and do my typical Sub-Zero clone business. You know what I'm saying? So that's really strong. Also, hold on a second. What happens if okay, so I have to do, okay. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. All right, so for a bar, I hate this triple back too. Ah, yes. Yeah, so as you can see, those two explode with damage from a safe low. And the 50-50 here is between the low and the overhead. No, not low and overhead, I'm sorry. Low and the throw. So even if they don't want to take the supreme damage, you're still getting almost 60%. You know, and that's for a setup. And this is not even the only setup that these two have. There's all kinds of different setups with this team. So that one was purely meterless. I didn't spend any meter at all. Just a regular hit confirm. What was that? 45%? Almost? 44%? So this team just kind of, you know, they kind of really explode the damage. But that's not even the only meterless setup. So you can always go for the universal clone setup. Whoops, messed that up. Whoops, I keep messing this up. Whoops. I think you get the idea, though, because the universal clone setup's going to do damn near 30%. Yeah, so as you can see, that's damn near 80%. And I didn't spend any meter for that. And of course, from the low, not the low, from the throw, let's examine what that does. Bruh, if I can hit my goddamn combo. Sorry about that. So that's over 50%. It's like 52%. And that's just the Gento stuff. Even when Gento is not available, because here's the thing, I wouldn't necessarily start the match off just Gentoing people. I mean, you might, if you want to condition them to be afraid of getting touched by you, you can do that. But even when Gento is not on screen, stuff like that is very useful. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? So notice she gives Sub-Zero a restand that's plus 34. So with this plus 34 restand, you have enough time to do a clone and have some modicum of safety. You're not totally safe, but you have a little bit of modicum of safety. So after this, you can clone. Or after this, you can do a string into clone and get your clone set up. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me try something real quick. Oh. So you could do 28% into a restand, possibly even more. Potentially even more into a restand. And with this restand, you're able to keep a clone in front of the opponent's face, so they can't use their wake up armor. There's a clone in their face, and you know, you have situations like that that they have to be aware of. Now here's something I was thinking about just now, because we do have some jumpers out there, right? Janet even stops the jumpers. You see that? Because one of the main things that people like to do after your clone is they like to wait for you to approach and get to jumping, get out of the clone. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you do EX clone, get to jumping. Oh, you jumped? That was a mistake, buddy. I fucked that up, but you get the idea. Look at that. Look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? They thought it was safe to jump, but because you have Janet Cage, who punishes jumps with full combos, even them trying to escape out of the corner turns into a situation for you that's favorable. You know what I'm saying? And so, that all sounds like a very strong team. And then, of course, here's the other thing. You can always still just... Oh, wait, that wasn't a combo I did. I did this. There we go. That's 48. Let me see something here. Hold on, stop. Come on, sorry. That's 485 into a clone setup. So if you want to spin the bar and just get a combo, you can get it. You can get it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you can do more than that, because you can always do triple clone things. So what if you decide, hey, I got to kill this guy. I have to kill him. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I forgot. I forgot what I was going to do just that quick. Sorry. know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. When I see stuff like this, like it really makes me excited for the for the future of Sub-Zero. I mean, imagine someone in Rip's Arena busting this out in a tournament set. And it's like, what the fuck? What do I do? Like, what am I watching here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. That's something I tried just now. I ain't never labbed that before. Whoops. You know what I'm saying? I fucked that up. But you get my point, though. You see my point. This team is deadly everywhere on screen. And then here's the thing. If you want to be cheeky, you can do my little ghetto ass reset mid-screen that I, came up with that was promptly shut down by, well, MK Tom Brady didn't shut it down, but he certainly dismissed it under the thing of Sub-Zero's not a mix-up character, which he isn't, but it doesn't matter because people get hit with mix-ups sometimes. They do. You can't rely on that, but it doesn't mean that you can't use it. You know what I'm saying? Let me try that again. Oh. I did it too many times, sorry. There you go. Look at that. So that's not something I would recommend you start the match with, because this will get you killed if they block it. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, people react to this overhead very readily. But if you haven't used your overhead the whole damn match, you've been playing solid fundamentals. You've been, using your mids and, clones and all that kind of stuff. Sneaking in this overhead out of the blue and then canceling into this, that shit might just work. It might just work. You know what I'm saying? Especially to close out a set or to close out a round or something like that. You can sneak that in. Or you don't have to sneak it in. You don't. You can literally just do the tried and true. Of course, I'm going to need to teach you guys how to do that combo, because I had to learn, and I learned it through trial and error and lots and lots and lots and lots of labbing. So I'll come out with a video tutorial on how to do that combo shortly. But I just want to give you all the basic rundown. This is a team that I'm going to be experimenting with online and seeing what kind of results I get. I know people like Musha, FGC, have been high on this team for a while. So he already had cracked the code, because what he was doing was this. This is before we had this thing. You know what I'm saying? Before we had the EX Polar Palm. But speaking of Polar Palm, I need to impress upon you that this is a direct result of us getting this Polar Palm move. This Polar Palm move has been nothing short of miraculous for our boy Sub. And it's about high time that us Sub players get hip to that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I just did 48% damage. The opponent wakes up with a clone in his face for a bar. And y'all know Janet charges back fast as hell, so, you know. I'm just saying, I think the character is much better as a direct result of Polar Palm. And I think Janet Cage is one of those cameos that this character can now really shine with. So I hope you guys take it further than me. I hope you guys lab. I already know that Combo Heaven has come up with sub-Janet combos that are way more impressive and do more damage than mine. But I think this right here is going to be the practical combo that people could learn how to hit. It's consistent. It works off of everything. You ain't got to worry about, you know, dropping it in the heat of battle necessarily, because if you get it down, it's fairly easy. You've seen me do it just while talking, which I never thought I'd be able to do a sub-Janet Gento combo. But hey, I'm doing it now. So if I can learn it, y'all can learn it. All right. So I hope this video's been insightful. I hope you guys lab. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I'll catch y'all later. Stay froze.